You know what's strange? The same people who once complained about long office hours are now willingly spending entire days inside their homes and loving it. No commute, no small talk, no office politics. It sounds like freedom. But here's the question nobody really asks. Why does working from home feel so deeply satisfying to some people and strangely uncomfortable to others? We tend to think working from home is just about convenience, saving time, avoiding traffic, wearing comfortable clothes. But that explanation barely scratches the surface, because if it were only about comfort, everyone would love it. And clearly they don't. Some people feel more productive than ever, while others feel isolated, distracted, or even anxious. So what's really going on here? Picture this. Two people start working from home on the same day. One feels a sense of calm almost immediately. Their mind feels clearer. They enjoy the silence. The other feels restless. They check their phone more often. They miss conversations, even the pointless ones. Same environment, completely different reactions. Why? The answer lies in something deeper than productivity. It's about psychological needs. As humans, we all crave three core things: autonomy, competence, and connection. But here's where it gets interesting. Not everyone prioritizes these needs in the same way. For people who love working from home, autonomy becomes incredibly powerful. They feel in control of their time, their environment, and their energy. There's no constant observation, no subtle pressure of being watched. And that freedom does something important. It reduces cognitive load. Their brain isn't constantly managing social signals, impressions, or expectations. It can finally relax and focus. But here's the part most people don't realize. It's not just about avoiding others. It's about how certain personalities process stimulation. Introverted individuals, for example, tend to recharge in low-stimulation environments. Offices, with their noise, interruptions, and social dynamics, can quietly drain them. Working from home removes that drain, and suddenly, they don't just work better, they feel better. Now imagine the opposite, someone who thrives on interaction. Their energy comes from conversations, collaboration, even casual office chatter. For them, the workplace isn't a distraction, it's a source of motivation. Remove that, and something feels missing. Not just socially, but psychologically. Their brain loses a key source of stimulation. And this is where things get strange, because over time, working from home doesn't just reveal personality, it amplifies it. People who are naturally independent become even more self-reliant. Those who depend on external structure may start to feel lost. The environment quietly reshapes behavior. If we look at history, this shift becomes even more fascinating. For decades, work was tied to a physical location. Offices weren't just about tasks. They were symbols of discipline, hierarchy, and identity. Showing up meant you were productive. Being seen meant you were working. But when remote work became widespread, especially during global disruptions, that entire structure began to dissolve. Suddenly, productivity became invisible. No one was watching. And that created a psychological test. Without external validation, people had to rely on internal motivation. Some thrived, others struggled. Not because they were less capable, but because their sense of structure was externally built. Research in psychology supports this. Studies on self-determination theory show that when people feel autonomous, their intrinsic motivation increases. They don't just work because they have to, they work because they want to. But autonomy alone isn't enough. Without connection, motivation can slowly fade, and this leads to a deeper insight. The love for working from home isn't really about the home itself. It's about alignment. When a person's psychological needs match the environment, it feels natural, effortless even. But when there's a mismatch, the same environment can feel uncomfortable, even suffocating. Here's what most people don't realize. Working from home is less about where you work and more about who you are. It exposes how you think, how you recharge, and what truly drives you. It reveals whether you need structure or freedom, interaction or solitude. So the next time someone says they love working from home or hate it, they're not just talking about a preference. They're reviewing something deeper about their mind. And maybe the real question isn't whether working from home is good or bad. Maybe the question is, what does your preference say about you? If this made you think a little differently, you might want to stick around.